89.3 and 88.5 Yes FM. Also broadcasting on the internet at yeshome.com and on your smartphone through TuneIn Radio and Wonder Radio.
And on the phone lines, we have Lancifer himself. How you doing, Lance?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Good. How is it to hear yourself on the radio? Was that weird just now?
It was so weird. It made me feel all awkward and stuff. No, I'm just kidding. It was awesome. I love it.
Did you do a little dance jig to it, or?
I did. I was actually just doing the elbow dance while I was hearing that. So, yeah.
What exactly is the elbow dance? Obviously, you can't show us because it's radio. But can you describe the elbow dance to us?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Oh, come on.
Just kidding. Pretty much, you just kind of flail your elbows around, and that's about it. You just, take your elbows and just go on a wild ride with them.
Is it kind of like the Wobble from Family Force 5?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. You kind of wobble your elbows a little bit. I love the Wobble.
You should call the guys up from Family Force 5 and be like, guys, I have a new verse to go along with the Wobble. It's called the elbow dance.
I should give him a call. I was talking to Derek the other day. He's one of my good friends, and I love those guys. They're awesome.
Wow. Well, Lancifer, you have heard some of his songs recently on Yes FM. He is a great guy, loves Jesus, calls himself a Jesus freak. Lancifer, tell us why you call yourself a Jesus freak.
Well, I just love Jesus more than anything, and that's why I'm doing any of the crazy stuff I'm doing, and I'm definitely a freak. I'm definitely a little bit crazy, a little cray-cray, and people notice that, and it's all for the JC, There's really no other reason. He's what keeps me going, and makes life cray-cray like that in the best way.
And you've been doing some crazy things lately. Where are you currently in the country?
I am in Hollywood, California right now.
Nice. Are you sitting on the Hollywood sign? Is that even possible?
Yeah. How did you know? Are you stalking me?
I am, yes. We actually have a webcam following you. You can find it on our Facebook page. No, I'm just kidding.
That'd be funny.
Lancifer, you can catch him. He's sitting in the O. Just there's a little arrow that points to him.
I'm actually in the H.
Oh, in the H. Okay. There's another guy in the O. We've been following him, I guess, too.
Yeah, that's Ned, the homeless guy. He's my buddy.
Now, you've been traveling across the United States via train. Tell us about that.
Yeah. It has been crazy. I got a Amtrak train pass for the whole month this last month of March. Was it March? Yeah, March. And pretty much I would get on the Amtrak in L.A., and I took it over to Phoenix, Arizona, and then over to Austin, Texas to play at a festival called South by Southwest. And then I took it over through Chicago, Washington, D.C., and down to play a festival called Playlist Live in Orlando, Florida. And then I took it back to L.A. It was, I think, a total of 10 days that I was on the train, for the whole day. So it was a long process, but it was actually really cool. It's a great way to see the country, and sleeping is not the easiest thing ever. I kind of had to, go find a place on the floor to sleep because I'm, 6 foot tall, and the chairs are not ideal for, But it was awesome. It was really cool.
Yeah, there was a picture of you that you posted online of you sleeping underneath a train bench. Was that kind of the typical for you?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, a lot of the people sleep in the chairs, but I can't do that. I got to spread out because I'm a little taller, and so I would just kind of go find some floor, sleep under some chairs or something. It was pretty funny.
Were people sitting in the chairs as you're sleeping underneath them?
Yeah, that happened a couple times, and I think I scared some old people once or twice, but it was okay.
Now, you also tweeted that you've had some random conversations on the train. Can you tell us about the most random conversation that came about through this time as you did, what did you call it, a train-suffer? Or I don't even remember.
The train-suffer tour, yeah.
Train-suffer tour, yes.
Well, yeah, there was definitely a thing about taking the train on tour. It is weird, random conversations, but it was great. There was a lot of opportunities, which was cool. Actually, the last day of the being on the train, I think it was like 2 or 3 a.m., I ended up in the food cart, and I ended up in like a hour-and-a-half long conversation with like some old people and some Amish people. We just kind of like, so I don't know even how we got into it, but we got into a conversation about faith and Jesus and all that good stuff, just like these random old people and then some Catholic people and some Amish people, and it was kind of funny. It ended up being like a cool little group convo, but it went on for a while, and we were talking about all kinds of things, and it was cool. You know, you never know when there's going to be, you know, opportunities to share your faith or to, you know, build people up or, you know, this and that. It's pretty cool.
Definitely. Now, we're on the Afternoon Rebellion show right now. So what we do is we're actually challenging people, especially people who are in junior high, high school, and in college, to counter the culture, to encounter Jesus Christ, to not follow the crowd, to follow Jesus. How are you a rebel in your everyday life?
A rebel? I would say... I don't know, just doing things different, going against the grain, I guess, not being the normal, I guess, you know, just living life different, and a lot of it has to do with like friendships and relationships and meeting new people and stuff like that, and you know, like whether it be talking to, you know, making friends with the kid that doesn't have many friends, or whether it's, you know, wearing some kind of crazy, goofy thing to, you know, out in public or whatever it may be. There's a lot of ways to, you know, bring the ruckus, and then people notice, and then, you know, sometimes you get in cool situations where you can share your faith, and I don't know, it's cool living life cray style. Did that answer the question? I kind of forgot what the question was halfway through it, and I kind of just went for it, but...
It's okay. You can just, you know, continue to ramble. That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
No, it did answer the question. You know, I think that is a great way for people to be rebels is, you know, especially if you're somebody who is typically going against the grain. Maybe you don't feel like you fit in. You don't have to try. You don't have to try to fit in and do the same thing everybody else is doing. You can actually, you know, go out there, be yourself, and people might come up to you and start a conversation, and you might be able to, you know, help show them Jesus' love through that.
Exactly. Yeah, Jesus was definitely a rebel. Jesus didn't do any normal stuff. He was all about, you know, bringing the ruckus and doing some crazy things, and people were like, "Whoa, what's this guy doing?"
Yeah, he shook things up a little bit, to say the least.
He did.
Now, speaking of shaking things up, yesterday you made quite a few announcements on Twitter that you are leaving music, that you're done, you're just throwing in the towel, and I did hear that either you're going to become an accountant or you're joining the CIA. Now, which is the true story?
Well, yesterday morning I got offered a really good job as an accountant, and I was like, you know, music's fun, but I've really always wanted to, you know, sit at a desk and work with numbers, and I'm super good at that and stuff.
Yeah.
And
calculators are fun.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely a math whiz. You know, since the age of 2, I can, you know, do any multiplication tables by heart, and and then, but by the end of the day, the CIA hit me up, and they were like, "Yo, man, we've seen your videos and stuff, and we think you'd be a great addition to the CIA, you know, so if you want to join, you should, and we'll do some crazy missions and go skydiving in Russia and stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm down with that."
Yeah, I mean, that would be a cool, like, spring break, is skydiving in Russia. I don't see what's wrong with that.
Yeah, it's cool.
So before you peace out of music industry for good, is there anything we can expect from you in the coming months?
Yeah, totally. I am about to go on tour. By the way, for those of you listening that don't know this yet, yesterday was April Fool's, so that's all a joke, and I'm really bad with numbers. And I may not be joining the CIA, though. You never know. Just kidding. But anyway,
you're not
yeah,
you're not under the authority to say.
Yes, I cannot tell you. No, but yeah, I got a bunch coming up in the next couple months. I just released a song called Bring Your Bass, Let's Drop It in a music video, and I've got several other new singles coming out in the next, 4 to 6 months, and some acoustic versions that I got recorded of a couple of my songs, and then also I'm doing a full U.S. tour. The first date was the other night here in L.A., and I'm doing another 30 dates all over the U.S., including in Ohio, and several other places. So, yeah, if anybody wants to come hang and we can hug and talk about life and stuff like that, feel free to come out to the show. The dates are up at facebook.com/Lancifer
Awesome. And, with those music videos that you've been putting up, I mean, there's some crazy things that happen during your music videos. It seems like there's always a lot of physical stuff, flips and kicks and martial arts. And in the one that you posted yesterday for your CIA audition video, or whatever you want to call it, you, literally climbed up the side of a house. Is this something that you typically do with your off time?
Actually, yeah. It started at a young age. I used to play no touch the ground tag a lot with my friends at playgrounds, and I always loved doing stunts and flips off of stuff and all that crazy fun cardio stuff. And my brother's actually a stunt man, and so I kind of have it in my blood, and I love, with my videos and stuff like that, and I'm a big fan of James Bond as well, so I love doing some crazy stunt stuff, some action, adventure, movie-type style stuff.
So would you say that you like performing, on stage or for a camera better?
Ooh, I've never been asked that. I would say probably on stage, because a lot of it is building off the energy of other people and stuff like that. Like on a camera, it's really cool because you can do all kinds of things and, make different shots look different ways, and it's really cool. But live shows are amazing just because everybody's there having a good time, jumping around. The energy is just amazing, and lights and all that good stuff, and it's nice and loud. So, yeah, I like both, though.
Awesome. Now, to switch gears here for a second, there was some other videos on your website of you doing some, slightly, probably illegal things, sneaking into, say, the Grammys. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I said, I live out in L.A., and there's a lot of award shows out here. You got the Oscars, the Grammys, Golden Globes, all that good stuff, and so I've always enjoyed sneaking into things kind of deal, back in the day when I used to go to music festivals. I'd, try to sneak backstage and, give a CD of mine to Toby Mac or somebody, which didn't work out back then. But it's funny because now I record at his studio and stuff, so it's kind of funny how that worked out anyways. But, yeah, I've always enjoyed sneaking into things and just kind of, So when I heard about all the award shows going on, I was like, I wonder if I could get into that and, maybe do some networking, maybe get some hugs from Katy Perry or something like that. And so the last couple months out in L.A., I've gotten to get into the AMAs and the after party, the Grammys after party, Golden Globe Awards. Could not get into the Oscars, though. Those were tough. Mm-hmm. They had, snipers and stuff, and they were pretty serious about that one. But
So how did you do it? I mean, how did you sneak into the Grammys? Because you made it backstage for a short amount of time, but you did it.
Yeah, totally. Well, there is a first-person perspective on my YouTube channel because I had sunglasses that had a hidden camera in them, and so you can see that on my YouTube channel. But pretty much just it's a mixture of looking confident, me and my buddy wore tuxedos and kind of looked the part, and just looking confident, like walking through, like, yeah, I'm just another actor, famous person type thing, musician guy, and then a combination of that, and then just timing. Like I said, I watched a lot of James Bond movies growing up, so just the timing, watching, like, waiting to see the security guard turn his head or whatever, and just kind of sneaking by, like they're looking for guys that are trying to go in and, like, hurt somebody or do something weird and stuff. So if you look pretty legit, it's pretty easy.
And nothing says legit and confident more than a hot pink tux.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. And Katy Perry actually did happen to tell me that my pink blazer was hot, so it definitely works.
There you go. Because it's been Katy Perry approved, then you know it's good, right?
Yeah. I don't know about that, but yeah.
Well, we are speaking to Lancifer, and we talked a little bit about your new music video for this song. It is Bring Your Bass, Let's Drop It. Tell us about the song.
The song is, I wrote it last summer down in Tennessee with my good buddies, the Capital Kings. Do you guys play some Capital Kings music on your station?
We do play That's Capital Kings.
Those guys are amazing. They're like my best buddies, and so I wrote that song with them last summer in Tennessee, in Nashville, and really we just wanted a really, like, kind of top 40 radio pop kind of sound, but with some crazy sounds and some really, like, cool, like the song starts off with the lyrics, "The walls are shaking," and just kind of like getting some cool imagery in there of just, like, a crazy dance party and stuff like that, and some fun things also. So yeah, it's definitely gotten the best response of any of my songs so far, including I had a meeting with Justin Bieber's manager, Scooter Braun, a couple weeks ago in Texas, and he loved the song. He thought it was great, so that was really cool to hear. So it's gotten some good response, which is awesome.
Awesome. Well, we're going to play that song in just a minute, but we have one final question from somebody on Facebook. Actually, we got two questions. Caleb wants to know, who are you? And John wants to know, why do you even try?
Wait, what?
I have no idea. Well,
did
somebody wants to know who you are and why you even try.
Okay.
So how would
who am I?
You can answer those however you feel like you should.
Okay. Who am I? Well, basically, I am a Christian straight edge rapper, pop singer guy that does some other goofy stuff and, loves Jesus and just kind of parties and gets it all the time. And I'm super swaggy. How about that?
That works.
I don't know how to answer that question. I'll just say swaggy.
Okay. It would go on a bumper sticker, so you're good.
And what was the other question? Oh, why do I even try?
Yeah, why do you try?
Are these like hater comments?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, because I think they want to know maybe let's go with what's the motivation for what you do. We're going to rephrase that one.
That's cool. Okay. Let's see. Well, obviously, like we said before, Jesus is the most important thing in my life, and everything, I do is really a goal to make him famous and just help people and make the world a better place. And, I do it. I also do it for fun, Life is meant to be an adventure and a great time, and I think that's why, God put us on this earth, to know him, make him known, and, live out our lives to the fullness of it. And so that's pretty much, that's why I try.
Awesome. Thanks, Lancifer. You are an awesome guy living on fire for Jesus. Definitely a rebel in today's culture. So we are going to... Thanks so much for talking with us.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you later.
Yes, FM.